Good evening, everybody. And again, we are back again with another live show. Today, it is the match review and player ratings from today's 4-1 victory down at St. Mary's. Today, that's another 3 points for us. And because Liverpool beat Spurs 2-1, that keeps us third place in the league table. And I just cannot believe, oh my word. It's just so brilliant. So brilliant it is at the moment. And I'm glad that the Premier League finishes very soon for the World Cup. We've got one more game left, but there you go. And we got Tony and John for us today. John was down there. You doing?
Not bad.
Absolutely fantastic, guys. How are you guys? You good?
All good, yes, absolutely. Well, of course, you know the usual. If you do enjoy, please stick the thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Of course, if you're new to the channel, if you join the content, you're not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell because it will let you know whenever I am live or when there's a video uploaded to the channel as well. So, and feel free to donate. We do have Super Chat available. And feel free to become a member for just 99p a month as well. We'll just rattle through some comments. Get in there too, Nami says Ashton. Happy Wood finally scored in Willock. Absolutely, yes. Tom was in the house. Good evening. And another win getting. Absolutely, Philip. Hi, guys. I'm still buzzing from the win. I bet too. Also happy. Although we weren't playing our best still win 4-1 shows we could get results when we aren't playing our best. To be fair, terrible. Weather doesn't help. The weather wasn't good. And Mason says, evening. How was the drive back from Birmingham, John? Third place, what a feeling. Yes, well, let's kick it off, John. Of course, you were down there today, and not the best performance it was, but just up against a really piss poor Southampton team we were playing up against today.
Absolutely, Pete. It's going to be it's always going to be a tough game going to St. Mary's. Always has been every time we go there, right? But I thought we were decent today. I thought Southampton gave it a go. And what can I say, man? I think Eddie's got a tactics right yet again. I mean, Ralph was under pressure, as we all know. And we just had to win today no matter what. But Southampton had a go as well, by the way, to be fair. But their chance right in the half-time, that should have been in the back of the net. How did you miss that? I just do not know. And, but the goals came. We look at the first goal, right? I mean, it was a lovely 1-2, right, in the end. But that could have got brought back because the referee was going to blow up for a free kick because I think Wilson got fouled from behind. Miggy ran onto it. And Saliba, it says not Saliba, Salibu, if I pronounce his name right. I mean, Salibu, he was all over the place. Decent defender, but I thought he was poor there trying to take out Miggy. But Miggy did well, held off his challenge and into the back of the net. Miggy's on fire. He just cannot stop scoring, Pete. You know what I mean? And then,
yeah.
But Southampton should have levelled. I mean, Sven Botman, you know how much I'm a bigger fan of Sven, but it wasn't his greatest game. Yes, he's defended well, but him and Shah gave the ball cheaply today quite a few times. I mean, Shah could have costed Botman could have costed the equaliser, and Southampton didn't cash in for it, which that miss proved costly because we got the second goal from Chris Wood. To be fair, he finished it smartly, sort of thing as well. And third goal, Joe Willock from the lovely pass from Trippier. Was it Trippier did that pass? And he went through Willock and then he slotted it nicely as well. I thought it was going to go wide, but it just killed into the far corner. And then the Southampton's got a goal back. It's poor defending. I mean, look, costed a clean sheet. And he took his goal with Peru as well. Took it well. Fourth goal, Bruno's strike. It was just the ice on top of the cake, isn't it? 35-yarder into the bottom corner, leaving the keeper no chance whatsoever. And you know what it is, right? He wasn't our best, guys.
Mm-hmm.
But let's be real, right? It was a 7 out of 10 performance. But like I said, it wasn't convincing, but we got the job done. End of the day, we got the 3 points, got a win. But look, at the end of the day, we need to step up against a Chelsea side who's going to be poor. He's been poor. I fancy beating Chelsea next week in that. So I don't think Chelsea are that good. Chelsea aren't that good.
I watched their game and they were shocking for me the day, I've got to admit. Third place, what a feeling, absolutely. Andrew says, yeah, right. As well. Of course, Tony, the way Miggy scores and he just leaves Maitland-Niles sitting on his arse.
Well, yeah, I mean, that was part defending from Maitland-Niles, to be fair. And we know he's not a centre-half anyway, or a right back. But, yeah, he put him on the floor, took the ball around him, got round, he went round, the ball went one way, he went the other way, got round, got the ball, hit the back of the net, past Bruno, and yeah, that was the Miggy goal all day, that wasn't it? And another great finish, and it's not one of his 25 or 30 yarders today, but still, it's a goal and it's in the back of the net.
I mean, that's 8 goals this season as well he's got as well, and he hasn't managed to get that far in terms of scoring goals for this football club, but he's just having the time of his life. And he's just so confident.
Yeah, and I said, you know, I did say a few weeks ago to John, I said, you know, what will happen is, I says, and I think this was when Miggy was on 5 goals, and I said, when will he get a double figures? And I said, you know what, I think he'll get a double figures by the middle of January, but now it might not even take till the middle of January. It could be Boxing Day, or it could be next weekend. He could score 2 against Chelsea, and he's in double figures before the World Cup. So, you know, so my prediction of him getting to double figures, but in like mid-January, that's blown out the window now. That's totally gone. It's like boom, you know, he's gonna do it well before then, and you know, and I'll tell you what, he's just shown everybody that he can do it, and he can put the ball in the back of the net. But that's not through Jack Grealish, although he may have helped, but it's through proper coaching from a proper manager and proper coaching staff in Eddie Howe.
It certainly is, wasn't it? Right, we've got a funny comment from Ashton here. So let's get
That's why I was laughing, Pete.
Yes, I can imagine it was as well. So
I wasn't laughing at you, John. I was laughing at this comment.
Oh, no.
Right, so this is what the comment says, right? It says, apparently Jurgen Klopp was busy after the game today as the rain lately has been making the grass grow, so he had to use the teeth to do some chomping. Wow, Jesus Christ.
Oh, man.
We deserve third as well, says Chris. I mean, the table doesn't lie. The table doesn't lie at the end of the day. Look where we are. And this is because of the results we've been grinding out as well. Southampton must be sick of the sight of Wood and Bruno. Absolutely. I mean, so Miggy, simply world-class this season. Of course, Joe, and it was a cracking goal from Chris Wood. I mean, Wilson going off, nothing serious because he's still feeling a little bit under the weather with the cold he's having. But what a cracking goal from Chris Wood when he came on.
He took it well, did he? He took it well. I thought when he came on for Callum, I thought, oh, God, what's he going to do? But look, he took it well. It's a cracking finish, turned smartly into the back of the net. I couldn't believe that as well. I was just smiling when he scored that goal. I was just smiling because, to be fair, he's not my favourite player, but it's just I'm just pleased that he scored. And I'll be honest, like, I mean, you know, he's quite useful as a backup striker, if I'm honest with you. Do you know what I mean? Quite useful, do you know what I mean? Not my first choice, but when Isak comes back in, then I don't know what he'll do. But Gaston player has not been playing Isak. And I'll tell you what, when he comes in, guys, it could make a difference between getting us in the top 4 or Europa League.
Yes, absolutely. It was a cracking goal, and like last season, he scores again at St. Mary's. So, absolutely. Lawnmower gums. Oh, Jesus Christ. I never thought I'd say I wanted Liverpool and Aston Villa to win a game. Absolutely, of course. Liverpool winning 2-1 at Spurs. And, of course, Unai Emery's first game in charge of Villa was a 3-1 beaten against Man United.
And I told John this the other day, and John was very surprised my prediction when we've done the predictions. And I said Villa will win 2-1, and he looked at me as if to say, "Are you sure? Are you for real?" And I went, "Yes, John, because Unai Emery's got a good record against Man United and the new manager bounce." And was I wrong or was I right, John?
You're right.
Absolutely.
You're right. I'm not going to argue with you there.
But every time I seem to see a score prediction, they always score one more. So it's like, you know, I said 2-1 for Villa and they won 3-1. And today I said 2-0, but we won 4-1. So there you go.
Yeah. Patrick says,
There
do you
you go.
expect any signings in January? Yes.
Yeah.
I believe we will get some.
And I'll tell you for why we're going to get more couple more signs in January, because if we're in the top 4 come January, right, this is the time to push on, because you've got some tough games coming up. Yeah, Leicester away, Leeds at home, Arsenal away. Yeah, and you got some. As the next few games are real tough. Leicester's improved a lot. They are winning games. Leeds are starting winning games. Arsenal we will fight for the title as well. We don't do very well at the Emirates as well, but we go there and we're going to give it a right go. We could get some at the Emirates. I really believe we can.
Different team, John, this year though. That's why Arsenal find us a tough nut to crack.
Absolutely.
Exactly. We're going to make it hard for them, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Philip says, I definitely fancy our chances of beating Chelsea next weekend. They just look very poor. I mean, I watched the game the day and they were just flat as a fort completely. I think that was so poor. There was no effort from that Chelsea side whatsoever. There just really, really wasn't.
Not at all. I mean, I watched little clips of it, sort of thing. They just look all over the place, you know. There's just no plan. I mean, I asked the question, what's the style of play? I don't know what the style of play is. I really don't. I mean, Graham Potter.
I mean, Sterling was playing as a wing-back position from what I looked at.
Obi plays wing-back on Saturday, do you know what I mean? I'll be there as well. So,
yeah,
I mean, crazy.
They are missing some key injuries, but Mount doesn't look up to scratch lately. Havertz has been rubbed poor lately as well for me. I don't think Sterling's justified his price tag going there yet.
I think Pep's got it right on Sterling. He knows where to get rid of the best players. He's not fussed. I mean, he's not bothered about selling a player to a rival. He ain't that bothered. He listened. Do you know what I mean? He's clever. But don't be say we got to sell our best players to a rival. Let's say Man City wants Bruno Guimaraes, right? In a couple of summers' time. Don't sell him to Man City. Because in a few seasons' time, we'll be a rival to Man City. You don't sell your best players to a rival, they should sell their best players to us.
Absolutely. Cracking win, lads. Away the lads, third in the league, absolutely.
Yeah,
also very impressive yet again, title contenders for sure. Yep.
They are.
I predicted 3-0 for Toon today, not too far off. Well, I was 3-1. And I've been hearing rumours, Haspot Noodles of getting sacked. The Athletic has reported that he's definitely going to be out the door by the looks of it now. And Lucas in the house, Arsenal fan, big up. Well done for your lad, boys winning it. Stamford Bridge today as well. Sometimes makes me wonder if Potter's style was more suited to Brighton. It probably was, in a way. I thought Aubameyang didn't play well the day as well. For Chelsea.
I think Bob will have it. Go on, Tony.
Yeah, I've just seen a tweet here from Sports Bible.
Yeah.
And they're putting breaking news. Southampton have decided to sack Ralph Hasenhuttl as manager via the Athletic, but I've not seen anything actually in concrete writing or anything yet from them. And there's certainly nothing on Southampton's Twitter page either. So I don't know if that's just rumours or if they're just picking up on that, but I'd be surprised. Well, if he's still in charge for next Saturday against Liverpool, they may as well just leave him in charge for next Saturday because they're going to get hammered at Liverpool regardless at Anfield, especially on Klopp time with Mr. Teeth.
Exactly, yes.
Even Harry Kane said he missed a sitter today because Klopp was shining his teeth at him. They put him off.
Exactly.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, absolutely. Third goal, Tony. Finally, Willock is now Scotty's goal of the day. I mean, he deserved that today. The performances he's been putting in have been really, really good. And just a matter of time, he was going to score the day. And that was a really good finish. He scored the day. And Willock's, to me, gets better and better every game now.
Yeah, my man of that match today by email. I mean, I thought you had a terrific game today. The pass from Trippier, I mean, sublime that pass, wasn't it? I mean, it was inch perfect. And, you know, I mean, they said on Sky, it's a toe poke goal into the back of the net. Yes, it's a toe poke goal. But at the end of the day, the way he scored that goal, and John may remember this, you may be too young, Pete, I'm not sure, but the Brazilian striker Romario used to score goals like that quite often for Brazil.
Yes,
and he used to score goals like that, John, from the toe poke like that into the back of the net. But now I think we got that goal. I think Joe Willock, we could see him going on a goal scoring spree, albeit there's only one more game until there's a month's break. But you know, I mean, I know this might sound a bit weird, but some of the players that we're bringing like into the England team, when you've got the likes of like, say, Calvin Phillips will probably get picked, even though he hardly kicks a ball from Man City. You've got Mason Mount, who's not really in great form as such. He's, you know, why is Willock not even mentioned for the England team? You know, in the midfield position, he can't do any worse than the ones that Gareth Southgate put in the team. So why not? You know, but we know he'll not get picked. But I'll tell you what, this lad was terrific today. He's been playing well for a long while. He's just lacked. The only thing that he's lacked is that goal. But now he's got that goal, then, you know, the confidence will start flooding back. And, you know, I liked his celebration as well to the Southampton fans because, you know, the way they were going on and he slid on his knees and went like that to the Southampton fans. Brilliant celebration to them. They didn't like it, but, you know, well done, Joe Willock.
Absolutely. And you can see what it meant to him because he's just been getting better in every game. I mean, his work rate's been so good for me, definitely as well. So absolutely, I'm up to with. Hold on, StreamYard's going a bit all over the place. So, Lucas says Newcastle doing amazing. Absolutely. Tom says yes, it is in the Athletic. It seems they've decided to ditch him in the break. The Athletic is usually pretty reliable. It is a little bit actually.
Yeah,
the Athletic. As well. Klopp's smile looks like something out of a horror film. Which one, though?
Dracula.
Yeah, absolutely. If we use pot noodles logic, any new manager they get shouldn't be allowed to start till the end of the season.
Well said, Andrew.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Apparently they're after Sean Dyche.
I believe they are. And also they want this Gallardo as well for River Plate. And he's definitely going to leave River Plate at the end of the season. I know that's a fact. But at the end of the day, I think he wants a bigger club in Southampton. So if whoever gets him, Argentine lad, I think you got a cracking manager there. You really have. But another thing with Southampton, right, quickly, right, they got young players in the team. They got too many young players in that team. You know, it's great, but at the end of the day, when you're in a relegation dogfight, you can't have young players there. You just can't.
No, you can't always. You
Just
need some extra experience in there as well.
Yeah, just a thing there. Incoming youngster from January, Garan Kowal, the Australian lad. He came off the bench today and grabbed in the 64th minute and grabbed himself 2 assists as Central Coast Mariners won 3-0.
Oh, wow. Nice
Wow.
one.
I look forward to seeing him play. But I know that's what a European club, but whoever he goes to, and I'm sure if he's in that Australian squad, we'll all be watching Australia play because we want to see when he comes off the bench what he's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Philip says Villa 3, Man United 1, Unai Emery's first game in charge. You can't win anything with kids. There you are. Absolutely. AJ, crack result today, lads. I was made up for Chris Wood scoring a very decent goal. Yeah. Dominic Calvert-Lewin probably injured. He's made a glass at the moment. Calvert-Lewin, he's injured again, isn't he? Longstaff did decent today. He did really put himself about. But the chance he had before Miggy scored, I mean, he's got to be scoring from there.
Exactly. But he was offside, by the way.
It was offside, though.
He was offside. I was level there, so...
And he had another chance before that from a header, which just floated over as well.
Floats over.
Yep. So, there you are. And Andrew says, even Longstaff is better than Henderson.
Yeah, I'll go with that because I'm not being funny. I know Henderson's getting in the England team because he's Liverpool captain and because, you know, they've won trophies, but I'm not being funny. Henderson, I don't rate him, and not just because he's a Mackem, of course, and, you know, he's from the old enemy down the road.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't rate Henderson at all. Can't take penalties. Can't take penalties for Toffee. I mean, you know,
No.
In that last World Cup when he missed that penalty, I thought, oh, that's game over now. But, you know, thankfully, the Colombian who stepped up after him hit the crossbar, and then Pickford saved one, and, you know, he had to rely on his other mates to get him out of jail for that one. But Jordan Henderson shouldn't even be picked for England. I've dropped, you know, Longstaff should be in there, to be fair with you. But, you know, Southgate has his favourites. I mean, everybody knows that.
It. He was at the game of the day, Southgate again, watching out us. So there you are. So, Longstaff and Willock both worked their socks off in the midfield today. Yeah, absolutely. Particularly Willock. Willock, best performance of the season, deserve that goal. Yeah, absolutely.
100%. He was excellent today.
Absolutely. Andrew says, Southampton can have Bruce when you're great manager, lovely bloke.
Oh, can you?
I said that to.
Oh, what you saying, John?
I said that to someone the day after the game. You could always have Steve Bruce. He's available.
I bet
he just said thanks and no thanks. He just said thanks and no thanks.
Oh yes. Oh God. Imagine. Oh, if Hasenhüttl gets a sack and he's in the running order in the list. Oh God, Almighty.
Hey, but Pete, though, think about it, right? Mm-hmm. Can you imagine, though, Steve Bruce as manager of Southampton? Just think when he comes to St James's Park, the reception he'll get.
Yep. Oh.
There'll be kebabs thrown at him and everything. Sausage rolls.
Oh, yeah, probably. Wouldn't surprise me. But do you know what? I wouldn't mind facing him again. If he does get a managerial job, I wouldn't mind facing him at some point. I've got to admit, because it would just be great to get one over him as well.
Just to smash his team.
After the bollocks he left with us. So, there you are. What are the relegation predictions? I know at the start I did go for Bournemouth, Leeds, and who was the other team I had to go down? Everton. That was it. I mean, I think that's probably going to change. My predictions are probably going to change now, pretty much now. I think Wolves are in deep shit.
Yeah. Pete, you're talking about Wolves, right? I mean, Lopegretti, all right? I mean, come on. I mean, you turned them down the first time, and then you luckily decided to take the job on as well. But look, what's he going to do? I think they're banging trouble anyway, Wolves. You know what I mean? Unless he gets decent players come for the door in January, I just can't see him doing it. I think Forster get himself out of it. Southampton, well, I think they're doomed after watching them today, unfortunately. Do you know what I mean? Everton's banging trouble again. West Ham is going to be okay. Leicester's going to be okay. And even Leeds. I think the teams from West Ham, Everton and below, the bottom five, I think they're going to battle out. And I think Forster will be fine.
Yeah, that's a possibility. Tony, what?
I mean, my predictions at the start of the season were exactly the same as what you said. I mean, Bournemouth, Leeds, and everything I said. But I kind of changed now. I mean, I've still got a feeling Bournemouth's going to drop.
Yeah.
I think Wolves will go. I don't think Lopetegui is going to do anything decent for them. I mean, like John says, they need to buy a striker, but I'm not being funny. Who's going to go to Wolverhampton Wanderers in January when they're sitting second bottom in the league? I mean, you're diabolical. So I think it'll be Wolves will go down. I think Bournemouth will go down still because I think they're just going to drop. They're dropping like flies now.
They are.
And the third team that will go down, I'm still going to stick my neck out and say Everton because they're not a great side, Everton, and I can see them dropping. And now that Calvert-Lewin's, I bet he got injured deliberately last night so he can get back on the catwalk and do his modelling, finish his modelling career off while the World Cup's on. You know?
Absolutely, could be.
He probably wants to go to Milan on the catwalk. That's the only time you'll get to go in Milan. But yeah, I still think Everton will go down. So I'm going to say Southampton, Bournemouth, Everton. I think, like John says, Nottingham Forest will get out of it. Sorry, not Bournemouth. Sorry, Wolves, Southampton, and Everton. Sorry, will go down. No, Bournemouth might just stay up. Actually, sorry, but yeah, I think Nottingham Forest will get out of that. To be fair, and there is a report that Nottingham Forest are going to try and offload Jesse Lingard in January because he's not good enough. Apparently, it hasn't worked.
That's just funny. Every time, go and get him, go and get him. You know what it is, Sean? Not being funny, but he's been a complete utter waste of time, that guy. He really has. Oh, and by the way, we need 13 more points to be safe.
Yeah, absolutely, John.
Well,
we don't need to look down there.
No, that's it. That was certainly don't need to look down there at all. So
safest houses, people.
Pretty much so, yeah.
And another thing is,
Jack Daniels and Coke can't beat it.
Can't beat it. Hey, and another thing is right. Where's Oliver Holt? Where's all these media slated off Newcastle United? They've gone a bit quiet, haven't they?
They're in Hayden, John.
They are.
Hiding behind the rocks.
Exactly. Sharpening their pencils for the Qatar World Cup.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Did Man U put their best team in or not? Ronaldo was playing. Rashford was playing. Eriksen was playing. Casemiro was playing. That young Garnacho was playing as well. Van de Beek was playing, who apparently had another stinker game as well. So.
He did.
Ashington says Bruce will like the red and white Southampton tops.
Oh, yes. I mean, he's in the runner as well.
He's in the runner. I mean,
well, let's hope so. Let's hope he is. Do you know what I mean?
If he guns there, I think that's Southampton officially going to be down at the end of the season.
Curtains.
I mean,
not just curtains, neck curtains.
I mean, if you're seeing that guy from River Plate, John, I mean, if he went there, no disrespect, but I don't think he would, because one, he's got no Premier League experience, and then he's going to be going into a totally different league with a team that are struggling. Mm-hmm. How is he going to motivate them he's going to be coming from a South American league to the English Premier League. Mm-hmm. There's no way he's going to get them to stay up, because it's going to take him time to find his way around the Premier League, and time is not what you've got when you're in that bottom three. You ain't got time. I mean, even in November last year, when we were sitting on 5 points at this stage, really, we didn't have time. We had to sort this out and get out of it. So sometimes it's better to always go with somebody experienced on the Premier League. If it's somebody like Sean Dyche, you more than likely keep Southampton up. They may play crap football under him, boring defensive football or whatever, but he'll be the type that gets the job done and keeps them in the division, and then the fans will be happy.
Yeah,
exactly. I think it's going to take a lot to keep them in the Premier League. Too many youngsters, John, they've put in the team, signing too many Man U's, too many of Man City's youngsters as well. And I thought that goalkeeper, Bizuno, was very suspect today, and I just thought if we tested him a bit more, we could have scored a lot more, John, if we were playing on our A game today.
Exactly. And I'll tell you what as well, everyone's waiting for this goal. This goalkeeper's going to be really decent in the years to come, but today, you're right, he was very suspect today. Very. Every time he took shots at him, he looked a bit frightened.
He did, absolutely. I mean, Walcott, he looks finished completely.
He was awful today, I'm not going to lie. He was awful, man.
I mean, yeah, he's done. And Adam Armstrong, now there was loads of fans saying we should have went in and got for him. He hasn't got it for the Premier League, has he?
No, not at all. No, he's rubbish. I mean, I'm so pleased. Do you know what? We sold him for a reason, because he weren't good enough. And that's exactly what it was today. We saw that he wasn't good enough. And Theo Walcott is going on he's on the same trajectory as Dele Alli is, where Dele Alli's finished as a footballer now. He's in Turkey, but he's absolutely finished.
He is. Yeah. Yes. Just go back quickly about Gallardo as well. He's managed to have played for 8 seasons, and he will be leaving them at the end of the season.
Oof. I mean, would you say, John, Southampton's attack was decent, but the defending was just all over the shop? Because that's some opportunities, to be fair to them.
To be fair, yeah, they had Elarusi and that guy was on Celtic.
That's a set.
How did you miss that? How did you miss that, man? And then another chance they had in the second half. I mean, I don't know who it was, but when Botman gave the ball away, and they should have scored from that as well, on the right-hand side, cross hit the shot in, and it went just past the post. Southampton fans behind us couldn't believe it. They could not believe how did they miss that chance, because it proved costly, because Chris Wood got a second goal and actually made them pay for it. That's because of missing chances and scoring goals. Southampton, like I said, they need a number 9. And until they get a number 9, right, and get experienced players to help them get in the trouble they're in, I think they're done.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't think Ward-Prowse was at his best as well.
Just one free kick today. He had one free kick and that was straight at the net pub. Other than that, he didn't out. And I recognise so he's playing more like a CDM. He's not attacking. Yeah. He's not attacking enough. That's the thing. I don't know how Ralph has done to him, but he's certainly killing his game.
Yeah, absolutely. Andrew says, regarding Willock, did you see the determination on his face running for goal? That's great to see. Yes, absolutely. You can tell what it meant to him. An actual pot noodle will be better than Ralphie pot noodle. How he's still in a job still? What I'm a bit baffled by. He's had 2 9-0 defeats. Any other manager that gets that, that's it. Thanks for your service. Out the door you go.
Out the door, exactly.
Like, I happened to park at, even though it was more. He had a dig at the owners, but it was a 9-0 defeat away to Anfield, and it was goodbye for him.
Yeah, he's a lucky manager. Him after Husel, you know what I mean? I think, look, if they're gonna get rid of him, they need to get someone into replace him very, very quickly, because at the minute they're in massive, massive trouble. And talking about that, is that Ketchum? The guy they bought from Bochum for 10 million quid or so.
Lots of ketchup.
Yeah, that's what I told him. He looked like he didn't want to catch up today because he could not cope with our front feet at all whatsoever. I mean, I did say earlier as well, we did miss Joe Linton today from his box-to-box ability as a tackler in midfield, but it'd be great to see him back on. That's another problem. Who's going to be in the midfield 3? Where's Joe Linton going to play next Saturday? He's got to be in the team. He has to.
Yeah, absolutely. He does, doesn't he, for me? Yeah, I kind of agree. We did miss him in a way a little bit, yeah.
We did.
I mean, I just looked at Pete Wright, and I mean, I tell you what, James Ward-Prowse is getting some stick off his own fans. I mean, somebody's put, Southampton fans put there, and I'll read this to you, but it says, worst player on the pitch. Hope we get a manager who has the balls to drop him. How on earth does Ralph Hasenhüttl keep him as a captain when he's useless? Another one, James Ward-Prowse has been terrible all season. Worst captain that's ever been, not a leadership born in a spineless body. And that's towards him.
I tell you what, though, it's his heart in it. I think, Tony, you mentioned earlier on that I think he's denied a move to a bigger club. I think we were linked to him as well. I spoke to a Southampton fan, and we were one of the clubs that linked to him as well. But they offered something like 75 million quid, and Newcastle ain't going to pay for that. I think James Ward-Prowse, let's be real, I think he wanted to come to Newcastle because there's a project there. I think he would have been a better player, learning from Bruno, Joe Linton, and learn Kieran Trippier as well. He would have been nice.
Problem is, so John, there's two reasons why we did. There's 2 reasons why we wouldn't sign him.
Go on.
First one, okay, the fee 75 million.
Yeah.
But the second one, most important, he's 28, John. He's 28 years old. You know, you can bring younger players in, probably half his price, who would do probably, if not better job than what he does in the team. You look at Bruno, half the price of James Ward-Prowse, 24.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Look at Kieran Trippier's free kicks, 12 million quid. You know?
Exactly.
I mean, that's what I'm saying, John. In a 28, there's no way we're going to buy a 28-year-old player for £75 million. Our owners aren't that silly.
Not a chance. And you can get James Maddison for 50 million quid. Now, touch on James. What a game he had yesterday. He was man of the match by a country mile. And if we get him in January, just pay the money what Leicester want. Pay the money, get him up here. And if we're in the top 4, I tell you what, he gets top form, mate, I tell you what, that's sealed the deal. Get James
Apparently-
in, that's sealed the deal.
Apparently, Keith Downey's put it. Well, there's something out there, but a report from Keith Downey saying that Eddie Howe and that PIF will spend big on one player in January and then buy others as well. So could that be Madison, who the big player is then? And then could it be maybe Diaby as well?
It could be, yes, it really could be, wouldn't it? Tiny says Liverpool affiliated Graham Souness is down in pints of bitter lemon. Right now, he spent more time raging about Southampton's defending rather than praising Newcastle.
He did praise us because he said he says, although we didn't play well, he says, but our tails were up, and he says that hurt Southampton.
Yeah, absolutely. But he was very questionable about the first goal we conceded. He said that was schoolboy stuff. That's how you would defend in a school team for that first goal. But
he's right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Correct.
Nottingham actually thinks Nottingham got to be going down. Souness really doesn't like praising us. He noticed that too, but he actually did. That's right. Well, he actually did as well. He eats too many lemons. I don't want Lingard. I don't want Lingard.
No, thank you. No, thanks.
Lingard, or should I say Shingard, is overrated, overpaid. Yeah. He is
Definitely.
absolutely.
Should have gone years ago from Man United. If really after that World Cup in 2018, he should have left then. And then he may be still a good player, but I think he's gone downhill.
Absolutely. Philip says, my relegation predictions at the start were Bournemouth, Fulham, Southampton. But now I replace Fulham, Bournemouth with Everton and Wolves. You mentioned Wolves are really struggling. I mean, they just can't defend. The defendant's just all over the shop. Again, and I've seen the goals they conceded, and it's all over the place. Oliver Holt has drowned. In his beer. Yeah, there you go.
Good. It should be Oliver Holt. Should be Oliver Bolt. Bolt from the blue. Bolton up.
Trossard, no Lingard. I think Trossard's a quality player this season.
Oh yes.
River Plate might have a project going on and might not want to leave. Well, you were saying, John, were they going to leave at the end?
He's going at the end of the season by all reports, so now he'll not be signing a new deal, but he wants a new challenge. I'd be amazed if he stayed with River Plate, but he definitely wants to come to Europe. And whoever gets this guy, you've got to show him the project, and then he'll be fine. He plays cracking football, by the way.
Yeah. Chris says Walcott relied on his pace, and now he's nearly 34. That speed has gone. Yeah, well, it's gone completely. In reality, it's a shame for England. Walcott never reached his potential. When he started, I thought he'd be the new Rooney. I thought there could have been something in Walcott that time, but no. Southampton should go for the QPR manager or Birmingham manager who are doing so well this season. It's a possibility.
Don't think Bill won't come because he's turned down Wolves. Why would he go to Southampton? He wants to try and get QPR up in the Premier League.
Yeah, that's it. Seems like Southampton scored after Trippier was off, I think. Yeah, they did. They did get that goal back. I mean, it's a bit of...
Mankio was on.
I mean, it was a bit of a poor goal to concede, John. I mean, Mankio was a bit slow trying to stop it, but I don't think that... I think... Was he trying to get... Anderson trying to defend that as well? But...
Yeah, he did. I mean, he cut inside, and then Pope had absolutely no chance in dispatch. I don't think he tried to clear it off the line. It might have been Burnley tried to clear it off the line, or maybe Botman, but couldn't stop the ball from going over. But at the end of the day, that cost us a clean sheet. Poor defending.
It was.
Yeah, Burn slid in and tried to stop Perraud getting in.
Yeah,
and he just got away from him and put it in. So, but Mankio tried to run to the lane to try and stop it. Did the fans at that point celebrate that goal, John, or did they just sit there quietly thinking, we're not even bothered?
No, this is even bothered because he scored a couple of minutes after that from Bruno.
Yeah.
The jungle is starting tonight. I was hoping Bruce was on it. Oh, I remember when Dennis Wise was on it.
Oh, God, yeah. Steve Bruce wouldn't go on there. He'd say, "Where's the kebabs?"
And Chris says Bruce deserves to be eating a kangaroo's anus. Oh God!
Or a
I
penis.
noticed. Yes, I noticed in the Liverpool game at halftime they only added 1 extra minute, 1 minute extra time blue whistle, conventionally just on time as Liverpool were ahead. Yeah, and Andrew says kangaroo's anus with extra chili sauce and cheesy chips on the side. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh man.
We have to remember we shop at Harrods now. No more pound
Yeah.
shop. Absolutely, yeah. Trossard, what a player, doing great at Brighton. Yeah, absolutely is. John, which manager from Syria would you give a chance at Southampton?
There's not many of them, to be honest with you, Ad, you know what I mean? For me, personally, if they really want to get someone, in my opinion, I think it's going to be very difficult to get them out for club. I would have gone for Miso Sarri, play Sarrible, because I tell you what, yes, he's unlucky at Chelsea, didn't cover at Chelsea, but if he went there for unfinished business in the Premier League, he would be that man. It's a perfect club for him. I think he'd do fantastic, but I do not think Lazio will get rid of him. There's no chance of that at all. You're going to have to pay them big compo to price him away for Lazio. For me personally, if I was a fan of Southampton, I'd temper away Sarri.
Yeah, I mean, Hasenhüttl, I mean, he's out of his depth now at the moment, pretty much, and there's a lot of Southampton fans just want him out the door. There's another terrible manager they had as well, and that was Pellegrino.
Yeah, he was he used to manage in Spain, didn't he? Like Alaves, he managed at Valencia as well. He's Argentine, he used at Liverpool as well as a defender. So listen, end of the day, he wasn't a great manager there. That's why they sacked him. I mean, when we beat Southampton by 3-0, I was in Italy in Verona, and I went to Venice as well, and they sacked him. Well, landed in Venice, they sacked him.
Yeah, I remember when we beat them 3-0 under Rafa as well at home. So,
yeah, 3-0. Kennedy, man of the match.
Yeah, Kennedy scored twice. Steve Bruce won't go there without millions of compensation. He probably want to win the damn thing, no doubt about them. He'll tell everyone, vote for me. I tell you what, I'd vote him to do all the challenges. So there you go. So there you go. Of course, fourth goal by us, Tony. Bruno, what a strike into the far corner. No chance for the keeper.
Bruno does different. Yeah, Bruno things, doesn't he?
Absolutely. I mean, he got the ball. Nobody come out to challenge him. And I think it was Salisu who was front of him. He just sort of bent it around Salisu, and Mizuno was unsighted, had no chance with it anyway whatsoever. Stunning finish. And even better when he done his celebration for his son Matteo.
Yes.
When he done the letter M, absolutely fantastic. And just a way to finish it off. And really sickened Southampton again, because obviously Wood and Bruno both scored again after they scored last season and won us the game.
Yep.
They've only just gone and done it again. But yeah, absolutely brilliant. Great finish from Bruno. And, he's on fire this season, and the sooner we give that lad a new improved contract and tie him down, the better. And I think that will come. That could come before we go to the World Cup, to be fair, I reckon. And I wouldn't be surprised if that happens very, very soon. I mean, there is talk that they are talking about the new contract with him. So, and he's happy to sign it apparently. But we're just waiting to see when it comes out from the club. But hopefully they do. And they put a massive release clause in there, so it puts people off, because there's no way. Or don't even put a release clause in, But yeah, that guy's been absolutely fantastic, And and going back to the second goal, I mean, I thought Chris Wood took that really well. We've slated Chris Wood in the past, but like I said this afternoon, Pete, on the warm-up show, the thing with Wood is. He came into the club when we needed a striker, when we had no Callum Wilson, when he was injured against Man United. And because he had a release clause, he was the only one realistically that we could buy there and then. Mm-hmm. And we weakened Burnley, but he done what he had to do for the rest of the last season. He scored 2, done the dirty work that he was asked to do, and but I thought today that was a terrific finish from Wood, and you know, and I hold my hands up. Well done, Chris Wood.
Yeah, I mean, do you think he's going to get the start on Wednesday in the Carabao Cup?
Yeah, I would imagine so. Peter, because I think if Wilson's not hopefully Wilson's feeling okay by now, but I think he's only got a cold, Wilson. But I think he'll start. I think Maxi will start. I think Shelby will start on Wednesday.
Yeah.
I think Karius will start and goal on Wednesday. I don't think Darlow will walk straight in because he's only just come back. So I think Karius will start. I think Manquillo will start on Wednesday as well. So there'll be a few changes on Wednesday. But Eddie will still want a strong team out there. He'll want to win against Palace because he wants to progress in the Cup as well.
Yeah, absolutely he does. Absolutely. I'm up to with me comments. Newcastle good, imperfect. Ashton says you do player ratings, absolutely. Of course, they'll be shortly. Robertson now, hope you well. Let's be honest, we are fucking class, like says it about time.
Hey! Love it.
We certainly are.
Well, it says, what did you think of Longstaff the D? Did very well again.
I thought he done well today. Apparently, part like he should have scored, which is an offside goal, but he should have scored. But other than that, I thought he was excellent today. He's just getting better and better and better. Do you know what I mean? And our players already play well, and I will absolutely irate them if they don't perform.
That's it. Well, that's it. Absolutely.
I'm in the middle.
And Mason says apparently Coutinho is going to be out of the World Cup. Should be Joby going?
Yeah, why not? I mean, Coutinho has done nothing at Villa, if I'm honest.
Absolutely.
He's not the player he used to be. When he was at Liverpool, he was fantastic. Liverpool bought him for 8.5 million, sold him for 148 million, made one hell of a massive profit. He went to Barcelona, did sod all, went to Bayern Munich on loan, was okay, went to Villa on loan, done okay last season. Since then, he's done nothing, and another player that's probably finished now, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. It's just not worked for him this season, has it?
For me,
I don't even think he played.
I think Brazil's got their 7 midfielders in a way. I've said many a time, I just don't think George Linton's going to get on the team. Right, the 7 I reckon is going to go is for Fabinho, Casemiro, third, Coutinho, Paqueta, Bruno, and Danilo. He plays for Palmeiras, Danilo. I don't know if you heard of him, guys, but he plays for he just plays for Palmeiras, and apparently they rate him very, very, very highly. This kid.
Yep.
Just to let you know, Coutinho wasn't even in the squad for Villa today, so that says it all. He'll be off in January then.
Yeah.
Good well be, yeah. It's about time, says Chris Wood contract extension.
No.
And he says, give Dummer a new 5-year deal just for a laugh.
I think Dummett will go at the end of the season. I mean, not being funny, but why did we give him a new contract? I mean, was that because, to be honest with you, he's not even been anywhere near the first team. So
yeah,
I don't understand that one.
Yeah. Ashton says, I think Coutinho is a done player. Yeah, he is. And it's about time, says, fuck it, in a good mood. Bring back Bruce and let him clean the men's toilets. Stinks just as much as his patter.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Absolutely.
Well, it's only verbal diarrhea he spouts out, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's about time, says, yeah. Ooh, there you go. Up the Premier League we go. Hope Liverpool keep Trent because see an easy wickness with him. Absolutely.
Yes.
I mean, could he have I've seen the highlights. Could he have given away a penalty as well?
Who's this, mate?
Alexander-Arnold.
I didn't see it, mate. I didn't see it, so I can't really answer that question, mate. I can't.
If anyone's seen it, could he have given away a penalty? Because it looks like he pushed Sessegnon in the box, but the penalty wasn't given. So,
I mean, when I came off when we came off my show just earlier, the reaction, I caught the last 4 or 5 minutes of the game, and I think it was the 93rd minute. Tottenham nearly got an equaliser through an own goal because Trent Alexander-Arnold decided to go downfield and go missing from the defence. So the ball was launched over.
Yeah.
Gomez tried to cross it back over, pass it to one of his players, and his defender went in, just missed it with his foot. Thankfully, he did. And Alisson got a hold of it, because if not, it would have been in the back of the net. It would have been 2-2.
Yeah, it could have
been.
That
was Trent Alexander-Arnold nowhere near the defence.
That just says everything about.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. What a game. I had 3-0 Miggy to score first, 45-1, but 4-1 is okay. Yeah, he is terrible. Third place. Wow, what a start. Absolutely. Looks like he pushed someone to me, says Ashington. So, you see. And it's Diaco's Liverpool's second goal.
I've heard that.
Ash says Trent Alexander-Arnold should be a winger, not a defender, in my opinion. Yeah, I think there should be looking to change his position around. I'm so late. I'm pregnant. Sorry, Pete. I'd read bedtime stories the night, mate. Super win the day.
Yeah.
That's no problem. Trent will be a one to expose that weakness. Absolutely, yes. Definitely. I mean, I dread him if he's the starting right back for me.
I mean, he has had a good season at all whatsoever, but you know what it is? I don't know what's wrong with him this season, with his form. Maybe he has peaked too early. Who knows?
Yep. Should have been a pen to me. Trent had peaked too early, had the world at his feet, and now it's falling apart. Dele Alli 2.0.
Yeah. He's not a defender, though, Pete. He's not a right back. And do you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if he's picked for the England squad and then he turns around to Southgate and says, up yours, Southgate, I'm not playing for you, because I don't think he likes the way Southgate said to him. When Southgate said in the press conference that Trippier is a more all-round defender than Trent Alexander-Arnold. And there's been a lot of conspiracies from Liverpool fans that Alexander-Arnold's going to tell Southgate to stick the World Cup where the sun don't shine if he's picked in the squad. And if he does that, that'll be his England career finished out altogether, because even if Southgate's not the manager, a new manager won't pick him.
Yeah, absolutely. Would you give Goran Kiel a chance, or even put him on the bench Wednesday? He'll not be ready till January. He'll not be over till January just yet.
We can't play him, Pete.
No,
because he's got to go on loan to a European club, so get him a work permit. That's
it, yeah. Wood scored, fall off my chair. Liverpool's defence is worse than I thought. Trippier's way a better defender. Yeah, absolutely. If you want to get some more, if you want to get the club comments coming in, feel free to do so. Add those last
Mr. Teeth.
The hell, man, Tony. Okay, right. Let's
tell
go
you
on.
what.
Yeah.
Tell you what, John. If you haven't seen Friday Night Show, the football show, Pete's show, get on and watch it, because it's a cracking show, John. Because I basically kept coming with all these bloody pictures, and Pete nearly fell off his chair a few times with these pictures.
I bet.
Especially the one with Suarez.
Yes. Well, I have to have a look. I have to have a watch, man.
You'll have to, John. It's brilliant.
Trippier's getting better with age. Like, what the hell? Fuck yes, absolutely. He doesn't play like a 32-year-old. To be fair, lads, he had a Sugar Cubes bonus today.
No. And even Archer kept saying, "You got another one yet, Tony? You got another picture?" I was like, "Hang on, I'll get another one."
And I was like, "I need a break, yeah," because I was gone. I was gone after that night. Absolutely. Okay, right. Let's do player ratings now. So there we go. Right, Tony, kick it off with Mr. Nick Pope.
Yeah, he made a couple of saves. Fair enough. The goal went in. He couldn't do nothing about that. Done whatever he needed to do. I'll give him a 7.
7, yeah. I think that's a good rating. Yeah, 7, I agree. Klopp's multitask teeth can also be used as a pencil sharpener. John, do you know what? I'm surprised your train tune hasn't been going off the night.
No, not yet.
It's quiet tonight, isn't it?
It is.
Temple Meters quite have been on strike, haven't they?
It has. Could be Julianne, could be texting us. You never know.
It could be. Oh, we got another funny one. With teams like that, Klopp should be running the Grand National at Aintree.
You might be there to trim the grass. Him and Suarez.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely, yes. Phillips scored for 7 for Pope, and it's about time to score for an 8 for Pope. Okay, John, it's the Kieran Trippier.
What can I say about him? I mean, every week he delivers every single week. And he went over a hamstring. I've seen it.
Oh, God. Right.
Oh, my God.
John.
Sorry. Come on, Kieran Trippier, again, outstanding today. Leads on the back. He's a talker. And, when you have him in your team, then, you know what? The team plays really, really well. But he had a hamstring injury, so I have to go off. I hope he's all right.
It's fine. It's come out, said Eddie's come out and said it's fine. It's nothing to worry about.
That's great news then. We need him for the Chelsea game. And I tell you what, we need him badly. And another great game from our captain. I'm going to give him an 8.
8, yes, that's a good one. I mean, the ball he played for Willock was brilliant.
Outstanding, wasn't it? I mean, that ball outside of the foot straight to Joe, absolutely brilliant. That pass alone was just superb, you know what I mean? And Hannibal Bruno did a pass like that. That would have been tart to boot for the next 50 years. What a pass for the fullback. And give him an 8.
Yeah. Absolutely. I can see it's about Tides coming on the YouTube. He says, "For Klopp, the goofy helmet looks like one of the BGs that they discovered smack." Oh, God. There you go. Dyer's mistake for Tottenham was apparently because his vision was blinded by Klopp's turkey teeth. Oh, Jesus. Man. Klopp needs to run at 420 and calm down. Pulling 8, trips a 9, be a 9. Dan Burn percent deserves an England call up. I think he does as well. Yeah, God. Is it true Klopp's favourite animal is a molar bear? Chris says when Klopp got his teeth whitened, they had to put up scaffolding first. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, man.
Oh, I heard Klopp's favourite movie is Plaque to the Future. Right, I'll get on to the next one, and I'll take this to Fabian Schär, and he just does what he had to do, didn't he, pretty much, Fabian Schär. So, in terms of his defending, and when he had to clear things at times as well, so, which was really, really good. So I'm going to give Mr. Fabian Schär an 8. And Tony, you were going to say, John?
Yeah.
I was going to say, Fabian Schär, I respect you there. I know you give me that, I respect you there, but he did give the ball away cheaply quite a few times in the first half, and so
he
defended well, but giving the ball away is not a good thing.
Absolutely.
Go on.
Is that his favourite movie, is it?
Plaque to the Future. Okay, Tony.
Up to the future.
Mr. Bobbin, yep.
Right, well, not his greatest game today, I'm afraid.
Actually.
And I'm one of his biggest fans. And, normally I run out of things to say about this guy. But today, misplaced a couple of passes, especially one which could have led to a goal. he did do a couple of blocks in the first half. I mean, that one when he put his hands behind his back and knocked it out for a corner. So he did his defending, but not his greatest day today. So I'm afraid I have to give him a 7 today.
Yeah, I mean, there was a couple of sloppy passes in there. There really was, wasn't there? So, yeah. Phillips gone for a 5 for Botman.
5.
I mean, there was a few sloppy moments in there as well, definitely. Okay, John, it's that big Dan Burn.
Okay, he got nuts in the second half, though. There's not nuts in the second half, by the way, when I don't know who it was, but got their wing back got to the byline and put it across the ball, and they probably did well to save it. But he was solid at the back today, right? And no one gave the ball away in the second half. Not him. Am I right? I've got the right one. No, yeah, he's been good today. He's been really, really good today. And the only black mark against him today is he dived in recklessly for their goal. Sorry. Is that Klopp? Is that Klopp again? Is that Jurgen again?
Yeah, there's a couple that just landed in just now. What was his rate? What's the rate for Dan Burn, John?
Yeah, he's played well today, but he got nuts in the second half and also diving recklessly for Southampton School. But other than that, he's played well. I'm going to give him a 7 today.
Okay, fair play. Klopp's a great manager because he always gets to the root of the problem. And the other one from Washington says, you can play Klopp's teeth like a xylophone. There you go. Phillips says a Burn a 7. Okay, fair play. I'll play it right back to me, and let's go onto the 3 in midfield. And I'm going to take this man here, Mr. Joe Willock. Superb, absolutely fantastic for me today. He was brilliant. His holder play was spot on. His work rate was fantastic today as well. And he deserved that goal today. A goal was coming. It really, really was. A goal was coming from that man today. And I've got to give that man a 10 today. And I can't believe Sky gave Miggy man of the match. I thought Joe Willock was my man of the match for me today because he was absolutely superb for me today, Joe Willock. And that's why I'm giving him the 10 today. So there you are. It's about time, says John Stoned. Okay.
John Stones.
Okay,
I don't drink. Go on.
Okay, Tony, Mr. Sean Longstaff.
Yeah, I thought you had a decent game. I know Alan Smith on the commentary gave him on Sky, said he was player of the match. He had a good game, yes. Definitely not player of the match because I think Willock was man of the match in my eyes. So I'm going to say a 9 for Sean Longstaff.
Yeah, I think he did very well the day he did once again. That was good. And now, of course, John, the last person in the midfield, that man, Mr. Bruno.
Yes, what can I say about this guy? I mean, this guy is absolutely world class. I don't know anyone see it, and it's easy. It's easy to see why Real Madrid and Chelsea won him. They're not going to get him by the way. But this display today was absolutely perfect. His passing ability is excellent. Couple of interceptions as well. And the goal to boot as well from 25 yards into the bottom corner, leaving the keeper absolutely no chance at all. He's a Brazilian superstar. For me, I'm going to give him a 9. I mean, look, this guy is going to be worth 200k a week. Get this guy tied down to a new deal, right? Get him signed up. Give him a 6-year deal. Like Tony said, don't bother about the release clause, right? Because I tell you what, this guy, I can see this player being at Newcastle for the rest of his career. We are going to win a trophy. We are going to win a title under this guy. And I just hope, if you just keep going where we are to the end of the season, with his help in the team, we'll be top 4.
Yep, absolutely. Right, okay. Okay, now onto the attacking 3. And I'm going to start with Mr. Miggy, of course. And again, great. And again, he just can't stop scoring at all for me. He just really, really can't. And the way he just left Maitland-Niles on his arse was just so good as well. And took that goal, as I mentioned, so brilliantly today. And this guy is aiming for double figures in terms of goals now this season. I think it's a 9. I'm going to give Miggy a 9. Miggy a 9, definitely. So there you are. For the Bruno an 8. Okay, it's back to you, Tony, and it's Jacob Murphy.
You know what? I had the feeling that was coming. Yeah, didn't have a bad game today, to be fair. Did what he had to do, I think, and sorry, I was just laughing at a comment there. Yeah. Brace yourself. Yeah. So, no, I didn't think he played too bad. I'll give him a 7.
I think 7.
I'll give him a 7. Yeah. I see. You know what they call Klopp's wife, don't you? Flossie. For his teeth.
Yes, absolutely. At the team, Klopp says, brace yourself like my teeth. And White Trout says, Klopp's teeth are so big, he uses a garden hose on a reel to floss.
Yeah.
Okay, and of course, last one up front in the middle. For you, John, that man, Mr. Callum Wilson.
Look, you can see. I think he struggled today. To be fair, yes, he has to recover from that flu he had. You know, he just think, I'm going to give it 45 minutes to see how it goes. And look, you can see he struggled today, and he worked so hard for the course, I thought, and it's a hard one for me. I mean, held the ball up, and you can see he's struggling today. I'm going to give Callum Wilson the 6 today because it's not because he was bad, but I just didn't think it was that great today. And that's not criticism. It's just because he still didn't look right. And I think he needs to rest up for the Chelsea game. 6.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it was the right move to take him off. A lot of fans were panicking to say, oh, please don't tell me that's another injury he's picked up. But no, it was just because he was suffering a little bit with the cold he had there this week. And I think that it was a good thing to take him off, definitely. Philip's gone for 5 for Murphy. He's gone for 5 for Wilson. And White Trout says, brace yourself. Hey, so there you are. We've got another one from Tangy. Klopp got freedom of Liverpool the other day, so he went to the local drive-through car wash to get his teeth powder washed.
Jet wash.
Hey.
Open wide, Mr. Klopp.
Hey!
Got the diamond shield treatment. That's an extra tenner.
Oh, what's that shit instead? Ever wondered who Mo Salah's barber is? It's Klopp's teeth. Oh, Jesus. Right. Onto the substitutions. And first substitution came right off of the second half. So I'm going to take that. And that is Chris Wood. And I'm giving Chris Wood an 8 today because I thought that goal he scored was absolutely fantastic. The way he spun onto his right foot and he really curled that in the far corner. I thought that was a cracking goal. And that's why I'm giving Chris Wood the 8 today because that strike was really good. And he scored. Oh, Jesus, what have we got now? What's a dentist's favourite dinosaur? A clopperator.
Clopperaptor.
Clopperaptor, yes. And what's Andrew saying? Klopskob, more like enamel than a toilet factory.
More enamel than a toilet factory.
Yeah, Philip's gone for an A for Wood as well. Okay, Tony. Next substitution was that man, Mr. John Joe Shelby.
Yeah, came on, did all right for what he had to do. Didn't have a lot to do, to be fair, so I'm just going to give him a customary 6.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that as well. He didn't really have a lot to do, and I believe he'll start on Wednesday as well, just for him to get some.
There's a new song come out by a group called the Dentists, and they've rejigged it so for Klopp, so it says "blinded by the teeth" instead of "blinded by the light." Blinded by the teeth.
Okay, it's to you. It's to you, John. And it was the next substitution was that man there. ASM.
ASM, I could give him a 7. I mean, look, he came on, done some wonderful moments, like a little bit of skill there, taking on players of fun, and he set up Bruno's goal on the 4th goal with a lovely pass as well. And he just did what he had to do, so I could give him a 7.
Yeah, that's a good opportunity. Apparently, Whitetrout's pissed himself. I can see it in the YouTube comments. He's pissed himself. What else we got as well? Jabba Dabba Doo's in the house. Say old Shelby a 7. A non-Klopp joke. When did the dentist become a brain surgeon? When he dropped the drill.
Oh man.
My God almighty. And Philip's going for a 6 for ASM. Okay. The other substitutions, we had Anderson on, and we also had Mankiw on, but they went on for very long, so I'll just go straight down the middle and just go 5 of them because they went on for very long. Okay, Tony. The fans.
10 out of 10. Absolutely fantastic as usual. Sang all the way through. Apart from one fan who couldn't sing in the home end, but never mind. But yeah, other than that, no, the fans are absolutely fantastic. Especially, Ralph Hasenhüttl. I'm sure he would have liked what the fans had to say. You're sacked in the morning. You're getting sacked in the morning. So
yeah,
well done, the fans. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, absolutely.
Without a doubt.
Well, okay, John, the referee Stuart Atwell.
He said it was Southampton, did he? A few times, but I thought he played really well. Took advantage when I think it was supposed to got taken out before Miggy ran on. He could have blown the whistle back. I think he did well there, but tried to get the game floor. Yeah, he's Harry today. I'm going to give him a 7 for me today. I think he did Harry today, and I know Southampton fans not going to agree, but I thought he did Harry.
Yeah, I mean, he was still blown for silly little touches and things like that. But,
yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, God, what's Ashton say now? Ralph Potnoodle is Klopp's younger brother. He will be teaching him the teeth technique soon.
Wow.
How 9 fans, 10 referee, 7. Right, yes, the final burn, and that's our manager, Eddie Howe. And he just got it right completely once again. Even though not the greatest of performance as well. But still, the players did what they had to do on the pitch to get that result. We scored the chances we took. But Eddie Howe still gets...
a 10!
There you are. So there you are. So that is the player ratings done. So there you are. Well, what's Jabba do? I guess Klopp is clopping back to his teeth party. And Ashley says, you think Klopp needs a knife and fork or his teeth does all the work? Oh, God, what we got?
I think John will like this one because this is John's favourite. Gabiag Bonloho.
Right, this is right. Let's get this one.
You see the resemblance, John?
Yeah.
Looks like him, doesn't it?
Or do
you feel sorry for the camel?
Yeah, Ashley, I do, Ashley.
Yeah, that's it.
Lord,
You still got that the Suarez one, Tony. I think we've got to get
I'll
that
bring
one.
that one up for you. Yeah, hang on, I'll go and get that one for you.
Oh, by the way, right, that clip I've done earlier on, where I was saying that Toons fan taking over and the fans were singing, I've now got 9,600 views, guys.
Wow.
Nice one,
9600.
Brill.
This is for John. Suarez and the donkey. This is where Pete fell off his chair.
Oh, man.
What do you think, John?
I tell you what, I would like to wake up first thing in the morning seeing that. Probably give us nightmares, man. But
it's his double, isn't it, John?
It's a double, isn't it?
That is his absolute double, John.
Double.
Oh, God.
Looks like it, doesn't it?
That's brilliant, isn't it?
Oh, it was so funny, that wasn't it? Yeah, absolutely. White Trust says Klopp Mister said it was love at first bite when she seen Jurgen. Yavadavadu says Klopp the. I can't tell what that one is. It's too small.
Klopp the rat, by the looks of it.
It could be. Tony Claude Gunner TV, big up panel. Well,
big up, Tony.
Oh my God, where's Klopp on this left roll? Donkey has better teeth than Klopp, to be fair. He does. Right, this is another one we had on the show on Friday night.
Ronaldinho and Alama.
Oh, man.
Perfect match, isn't it, John?
It certainly is. I tell you what, though, on his day, he was wonderful to watch. Ronaldinho.
What, the Lama?
No, Ronaldinho. Oh, man.
Yeah, he was a great player, Ronaldinho. I'll give you that one, John. I mean, he was fantastic on his day, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
But the thing is, right, I mean, PSG did not want to sell him to United. They always wanted to sell him to Barcelona. They did not want to sell him to United.
Yeah,
and he made that absolutely clear.
Why was the donkey wearing a Barcelona shirt? Klopp's chip shop. Klopp the Beaver. Oh, was Klopp the Beaver okay? Klopp's favourite go bar is a chop or choc bar. Is a chop. or chomp, sorry. Chomp, sorry. Yes, I remember those. Those chomps, so there you are. Well, that's it for tonight's match review and play rating show. I hope you have enjoyed. Of course, again, please, if you have enjoyed, to stick the thumbs up. Please do hit that subscribe button. Of course, if you're new to the channel and if you enjoy the content and you're not yet subscribed, please do hit the subscribe button, as it does really help grow the channel. It really, really does. Hit the notification bell, because it will let you know of any live shows that I'm doing, or whenever there's a video being uploaded as well. Feel free to donate to the channel. Oh, God, Tony, man.
John, I like that one.
Right. And of course, feel free to donate. Feel free to become a member of the channel for just 99p as well. And I will drop the links in for John Sinclair TV and It's All Black and White TV in the link after this show is finished. Right, then let's have a look at this.
Ronaldo on the cockatiel. It's the hair, John. It's the hair. It's a double.
It certainly is, man. Oh, man. Oh, this is class, man.
It is,
isn't
it?
Oh, man.
Yeah, you'll definitely have to watch the catch up with the show, though, John, on Friday. It was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
And the 2 hours flew, didn't they, Pete?
Certainly did. Klopp is in his shop called the Nasher Shop. Karate Klopp. You think with all his money he'd get a good dentist? Jurgen Mammoth Tusks. Oh.
Oof.
The bird is probably better at football right now. And Andrew said, Cockaldo. Right, that's it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed, as I mentioned before. And I'll most likely will be back tomorrow and that'll be for the preview for the Palace game on Wednesday. And of course, I'll be back on Tuesday as well with the Premier League review show. So come join me and the guys for that as we look back on all the games at the weekend as well. Definitely. Like Camels, he's always the hump too. Definitely. Oh, God. Right, guys, that's it. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Hold on, one more comment. I don't know. Just Andrew says, well done. Cheers. And until next show, we'll see you all later. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. See you later. Take care, everyone. Good night, all.
Take care. Night.
Bye-bye.